Hey guys! So today I'm gonna give you a quick get out the door, still look good, still look presentable type of makeup look. I get comments all the time by my clients saying I look so put together and I did it in literally 20 minutes. So this tutorial is for you guys who requested it. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. So first thing I do is I get started with a primer. I do not have time to go and touch up my makeup. That's the last thing I want to do, especially when I'm doing makeup all day. So I want to make sure it lasts all day. And I only focus it on the T-zone, right where I feel like my pores are the worst. So next I go in with under eye corrector. I do this every day. I have to do this in order to make these crazy under eyes look bright. And like I don't have these crazy under eyes. Okay, so next I'm going in with foundation. I'm just using a quick and simple one. So I'm going with any foundation brush. And buff that into the skin. Make sure you bring it down your neck and on your ears. So then we're gonna go in with concealer. As always, I use the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is in light neutral. And I go ham. I like to go down the nose. Now, you do not need to use as much concealer as me. I can't stand my under eyes, and if my under eyes are showing or peeking through the littlest bit, I feel like I look like crap. So, I always make sure, if nothing else, to cover my under eyes completely. Then I go in with a sponge of any type. This one's the e.l.f. cosmetic sponge. Go right in under those eyes. And then I like to just go ahead and cover up and conceal my lids. Now what I do is I like to use a loose translucent powder. Anyone will do. And then I dip my sponge into the powder like that. Dap it on my hand. Dap. Tap it on your hand. Make sure it kind of gets it evenly. And then set those under eyes. I also set my lids. And then I set down the center of my face. If you have laugh lines, a good thing to do is set where your laugh lines are. I kind of blow out my face to really get in those crevices. Okay, so now that we have a good base going, it's time for bronzer. This is a lighter bronzer. I like to use two different bronzers. First to bronze the face, and then go with the dark bronzer to contour. So I'm using a big fluffy brush. This one's kind of tapered on the side. And you want to go from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth. Now the first bronzer, this is warming the face up. If you ever feel like your face is a little bit darker or doesn't completely match, this is when you would go in with the bronzer and make it all cohesive. I do this all the time. So now that our face isn't looking so flat, I will go in with a darker bronzer and a more precise brush. I like to use this guy, and I kind of dirty, obviously, and I kind of just use the corners. So I'm gonna tap in. And then this is where I really want to shape the face. So circular motions, you never want to go below that jawline. In fact, it's better to start a little bit higher because inevitably you're going to kind of slouch down a little bit. This is going to contour the face, meaning draw back and create a shadow. So we really want it kind of high so our face looks lifted and chiseled. This is where I like to set my face. So what I do is I use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Again, I don't have time to be going back and putting powder on and fixing my face. I like to make sure it all stays. So once that's dry, I go in with brows. I don't go crazy with my brows. I just want them to look like they're in a good shape. So I've done a tutorial over this, so I'm gonna go real quick with it. but this is the Gentry Kelly 12-Hour Brow. And this gets the dust from the makeup that we put on our face previously, kind of gets that off. So once I do that, I like to go back in with my bronzer. I like to use the darker one and a big old fluffy brush. This is how you fake looking like you did eyeshadow. So we canvassed our eyelids with the concealer, so it's nice and bright, and then I'm gonna go in with a big fluffy brush so we can blend it out nicely, the contour shade, and just go right in my crease with a bronzer. Guys, this is the easiest way to look like you did something without even really doing something. So keep it in the crease, blend back and forth, windshield wiper motions and then circular motions. Now make sure you don't drag this color down too far. Does not need to be perfect at all. I like to go in underneath the eye and just do a little wash of color. So I get a small pencil brush like this, and then just look up and then go right under the eye. Now that our face is dry from the setting spray, I go in with a highlighter. The girls make fun of me, but I say it's kind of like a lit from within type of look. So you want to go right on the top of your cheekbones. Bronzer here, highlight here, blush right here. If you're thinking about it, it's all of the high points of your face, right? So anywhere the sun would naturally shine down on. Okay, so then we'll go in with blush. I love the Gentry Kelly Nothing But Nude blush. The blushes I love aren't really like so much the pinkies. I like more of like the nudes, like the colors that you wouldn't expect to love. That's what I like. The muted everyday color. So, gonna get like a little blush brush like this, smile, and then tap it right on the apples of your cheek. Once I do that, I like to kind of blend it back into my bronzer so everything's cohesive. A little bit on my chin, my nose, and then a little bit right on my forehead. Just so you draw the colors in. It's not just one color on your cheeks, you know? So then once we do that, we're gonna go in with a quick coat of mascara. I like to look down underneath so I don't get any on my lid, which I am famous for. So if I'm doing just a simple everyday look like this, I don't like to put mascara on the bottom. I feel like it kind of drags my face down. So I only do the top lashes. Okay, and then to get out the door, I want like a wash of color on my lips. I use the Gentry Kelly Lip Dew in Marigold. This also has SPF in it. This just has a little bit of tint to it. Okay guys, so that's the tutorial. I mean, it takes me probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes to do in the morning. And that's with me half asleep. So if I can do it, you can do it. You just need the right tools, a little bit of knowledge, and the right products. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below in the comment center, and that's it.